Hey guys, you must be wondering what the hell am I doing at a petrol station at 4 in the morning on a Wednesday? Well, I'll be participating in Audi's Fuel Efficient Challenge to Thailand, Hat Yai to be precise. The lowest fuel rating there and back wins. So, before we begin, let me just drown myself in coffee and Red Bull and join me as we hit the road. Alright, joining me for this drive will be Top Gear Singapore, Mr. Clifford. Ciao!
Hi there!
And we are currently in the Audi Q3, which is actually one of the best-selling SUVs from Audi. And the Q3 actually has 150 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. Time check, it just hit 5 in the morning, 5 AM. And we actually have a reading of our fuel economy is looking at 6.5 per 100 kilometers. So we're gonna keep going, we're gonna push on, we're gonna brave the hopefully no storm, and then we'll probably break for lunch in a bit. But just the road and us. $6.42. Coffee. I'm hungry. Very hungry. And very tired. And Clifford is having his lovely rest in the Q3 while I'm at the wheel. Fuel economy says 5.6 per 100 kilometers. Some tips that you can actually look out into when you are going for long drives, you want to save your fuel economy. So one of the things that you can also do, so economy tip number 1 would be to pack as light as possible. So travel as light as possible. You don't need a luggage, maybe a backpack is fine, or like I carried a duffel bag. So that's tip number 1. And tip number 2, you will want to always check your tires, make sure that they are inflated well, get the right PSI readings, and also try to make it a habit at every stop to, this will take a while. That word is still loading in my head. Repump your tires again. There we go. Jeez, that took a while. Yeah, so that's tip number 2. So currently we have 747 kilometers to go. Whew. Long way more, but the spirit is very high. Audi has actually given us an estimated time of 5 to that we'll reach Hat Yai, but I think we're definitely gonna make it way earlier than that. But let's see, fingers crossed. Cliff, I need to pee.
Really? Now?
Yeah.
Fuel economy challenge lah. We don't do it. We will stop. We waste time, waste fuel,
Then pee in a bottle.
Whatever. What flavor is this? Good, man. It tastes like there are 2 plums in it.
Oh! Ew! Alright guys, we are in Thailand. This is insane. So honestly, the process was a little bit lengthy because what happens was, as I mentioned earlier on, Kai and myself, we had to get out of the car, and Clifford actually had to settle a lot of paperwork. So technically the car is considered as exported into the country. Hence, you know, the weight, lots of clearance. So clearance for myself and for Kai honestly was super quick. But you know, it's insane. Currently, we have been on the road for 13 hours. That's ridiculous. Oh, I feel so tired. Want to rest. Chai, I want to rest now, na. So I see you at the petrol station. Okay, bye bye, na. Bye bye. Alright guys, we have finally reached Shell here, which is not too far off actually, our hotel. So we have already refilled our Q3 and Audi will actually tabulate those figures for our drive up to Hat Yai. So what's going to happen now, we're going to get her back safely to our hotel. We're going to check in, we're going to rest, we're going to get some good dinner, some good sleep, and tomorrow we have a day of relaxation. Good morning guys, after lots of rest and relaxation last night, this is actually day 2 of the trip and we're actually putting up at the Mongkam Hat Yai Hotel. Now, if you're interested in taking a drive to somewhere scenic like Hat Yai for example, here are the important documents that you'll need to prepare. Number 1, you'll need to go to LTA's website and get a copy of your log card for your vehicle. And secondly, you'll need your insurance for your vehicle as well. Where do you purchase it? Well, along the way from Malaysia into Thailand, there actually are many insurance shops along Changlun where you can actually purchase your insurance for your vehicle for Thailand over there, and then you just need to enjoy this beautiful place. Hey guys, we are at Greenway Night Market, so this is our last stop before we actually head back to Crash. Now this is one of the 2 night markets that you have to visit when you're in Hat Yai. So this is one, the other one is ASEAN Night Market, which actually checked that out last night. So it's a typical night market where you can find food, fashion and accessories. So let's go enjoy. Guys, it's 4:47. Yeah. Which also means I have rooster hair, so just pardon this. So we're heading off to the checkpoint at the Thai borders. So we're heading down back to
Going south.
going south back to Malaysia, and because of that, you know, as you mentioned earlier, that Clifford has to be the designated driver because he was the one who brought the car in.
Yeah.
After which, we will be bidding goodbye to the Q3 and saying hello to another Audi car. Alright, we are on the way to Malaysian Customs. We just cleared the Thai one. It was super fast, no traffic whatsoever. Got my pass stop stamped, so that's pretty much it, I guess. Pretty quick. As you just saw, just got a little check by the officer and given the green light. So right now, clearing Malaysian Customs, back to Malaysia, and then back to Singapore. We are currently in Malaysia, so this is, as I was saying earlier on, we have already switched cars and now we are driving the A3 Sportback. So it's a 1.0 litre engine with 110 horsepower and 200 Nm of torque. Actually, you can check out the description in the link. Darren actually did a really in-depth review of this car, and so just to check in with you, our current fuel efficiency shows 19.6 kilometers per litre, and as of since we have started driving, it is 3 hours and 56 minutes. We have currently covered 238 kilometers, so that also means we are 1/4 of our journey completed. We just did a driver switch, so that means Clifford's at the wheel. Clifford from Top Gear Singapore, and we just actually left Tapa not too long ago. So I managed to clock a fuel economy reading of 20.6 kilometers per litre.
Very good.
And yeah, pretty decent, I would say. Hope so. We have to also make it back to Singapore by 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
That is a new perimeter set by Audi Singapore. So, we hear you, Audi. We will make it. Okay guys, we have reached our last checkpoint. So what's happening right now? Audi Singapore is refueling the car, and then they'll be taking our final readings and collating it together from our trip up. They will reveal the final answer. I've been very tired, so just don't mind me. In summary, it is possible to drive to Thailand economically like you've seen. Besides, you might have to make some sacrifices, but it is going to be worth the while and it's going to be great fun. So guys, we have finally gotten the official results from Audi's fuel economy drive, fuel efficiency drive challenge. And based on the results, okay, so Clifford and I, Top Gear Singapore, we covered a total of 1,715.6 kilometers, running on 87.45 liters of petrol. However, we did have a penalty. Yes, we were late crossing the border back to Singapore. So that gave us a final score of 7674 kilometers per liters, which in fourth.
Which is the last.
You want to check again? Can you do some tabulations? But that being said, honestly, it was a very fun drive. Clifford as a driver and me being co-pilot, and we were swapping around. It's my first, cross-border. I got last, but it's honestly, if I had to given the choice, if I had to do it all over again, I would have. Yeah, I would have.
I do it.